Okay. So I just hit play again, but I'm gonna go ahead and stop this one actually. So all right. Yeah, hey guys, I just finished streaming League of Legends, so just like checking out my stats. So now I'm gonna jump back over here and go ahead and cut my sound off. Yeah, drop my sound down here. All right, so welcome back to Creative Media Vault. It is 3 a.m. in the morning here in Tokyo, but and I was just checking out another streamer's channel on Twitch. You know, she's got like some pretty good game development content. That she's working on right now. So I was kind of watching that. I think her name is Lana Lux. So yeah, check her out. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be continuing for a little while with our Spirits of the Lost Wind game build. So, I hope that this music isn't too loud for you. If it is, like, let me know. Um, so this is the game that we're, still working on. So I'm gonna work on this for about like maybe an hour or so before I go to bed because it's been quite a busy day. Um, so where we left off last time, like yesterday, is I was actually working on working in the sandbox. So what you're looking at is my 2D game kit that I've developed in Unity. So I've kind of already done all of the coding for this, and now I'm kind of just showing people how to use this game kit. So to build an actual game, and so the game that I'm building is called Spirits of the Lost Wind. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the sample scene or the sandbox. I think I'll rename that the sandbox. And yesterday we were working on the enemies. So let's see, we're at the point at this time, like yesterday, we were kind of this, working on this gunner. So this is kind of where we were yesterday, and like what did I do? Oh, I'm turning my volume down here. Hold on. So yeah, yesterday we were kind of working on this character. So I was designing him in Adobe Animate. So I set these guys up. In the actual game kit, we have temporary graphics, right? So that's kind of what if I unhide this stalking enemy here, and I zoom in on that. For the sandbox, we have like just basic boxes, basic squares and stuff like that. But for the graphics, what I was using like these little temporary graphics. So now what we're doing is we're basically replacing all of the temporary graphics in the sandbox like this with real graphics that I'm designing in Adobe Animate. I like using Adobe Animate because it gives me a lot of functionality for anything else that I want to do. In case I want to for example have my create an animated video or something out of my characters, then it kind of allows me to kill two birds at one stone. And plus, I can design my store products. So I design a lot of my online store products while I'm making my game characters and stuff at the same time, right? So yeah. So this is one of my products for Quest of the Gummy Witch, which is a game that I built with my kids a couple of years ago. So it's one of my most popular and one of my favorite games actually because like my kids actually designed the characters, so that was actually pretty cool. So if you like those type of things, then you're want some original game merchandise, you can go over to my online store, which is not that one. That's me building a cosplay weapon. You can go to lightnerdyartist.com and check out the original game character content and stuff that I produce based on the Unity games and stuff that we make. Yeah, so the game that we're working on right now is not this one. This is my main Kickstarter game, CDULO the Outer Rim. The game that we're working on, that we're building right now, is this one, Spirits of the Lost Wind, which I guess I can just show you here very quickly. Hmm. It's taking a while to load, probably because I still have League of Legends still open. Yeah, now that I think about it. So the game that we are currently working on right now is called Spirits of the Lost Wind. So you can check out the games page for this. And when you check out the games page, you can download the Unity template or the 2D game kit that I've created for this, and you can just use that to start building your games with no code, right? And if you want to play a demo of this game, the demo that we're building, you can always go here, and I'll this will take you to my itch.io page, where you can kind of play the more updated version of the game. So as I continue to build my version of Spirits of the Lost Wind, which will, what I'm going to do is I'm going to update the code in the template, but I'm not going to update the graphics or the story or anything, just the code for this part. And then if you want to play my version of the game, you can go here or go to my itch.io page and see the updates that I've actually made, right? So that's kind of where we're at right now. So now I'm going to jump back into Unity, and we're going to continue to work on building the enemies. So, yeah, I'm using this screen layout just because I kind of like it. It gives me a multiple view of everything. So what we did last night is we built this RDC gunner, and then I'll show you how that works very quickly. So what we did last night is we built this RDC gunner. Right, so he's like this blue ball is our player, so we can kind of run around. You'll notice that we have some animation. This is not the gunner, this right here is the blader, and I'll show you how I built that in a little bit. The gunner, he's kind of chilling over here, and he can just stand in the corner and kind of take pot shots at our player, while the blader kind of follows him around and tries to do some damage. And I do have this weapon right here that I can use that I just picked up. So if I hit the W key, I can blast this guy, and it just blows him into particles. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at, right now. So as I mentioned, when you're using the 2D game kit and you're building your own game, remember I wanted this to be as code-free as possible. So, when you're building your own game, I recommend that you start off in the sandbox and just kind of build your elements there. And then you can, transport them over after you've, figured out how they work and, done all the graphics and stuff in the sandbox. Then you can actually go to, your level 1 or, cutscene or wherever you want to use that element and just drop it in there. So the sandbox is very useful for, as a scaled down environment for you to, test stuff. Alright, so, now, last night, I did, one thing I do have to kind of explain is, we did have a little bit of an issue with last night's stream, or I guess, this yesterday morning stream, because I was trying to show you, when you, click on, when you're building your characters, and you go to the chasing enemy script, which is the same script that I'm using for basically every enemy in the game. You're going to see it's got a lot of options. So I've got it can walk, cannot walk, whether there's a splatter effect during death or whatnot. So you can just kind of toggle these on and off, or if you want them, right? But the problem that we had was I have an option for the can shoot, and I have the enemy's projectile, right? So basically, if you want the enemy to shoot, you can just tick this on, and if you don't want him to shoot and you want him to just do melee attack, then you just cut this off, right? And then under the can shoot, you'll have the shooting parameter, the shooting options. So one of them is projectile. So if you click on projectile and you go to check it out in the inspector, you'll notice that each projectile has a is homing option. So I'll show you how this works very quickly. So I'll go to the blader, and I will give the blader a shooting. I will increase his shooting attack, right? So if I go here and I drop this down to maybe 4 or whatnot. Actually, I'll drop it down to 2 just for demonstration purposes. And I'm gonna go ahead and hide the gunner. Right, hold on. I'm getting a little bit of background noise. I don't know why. Ah, okay, yes, my previous stream is playing, that's why. Yeah. why is that playing right now? Yeah, I don't want that playing. Alright, there we go. That's probably why you were getting like double sound. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so let me go ahead and stop this again. Alright, so now when I start this again, you'll notice that the blader does have an option for like just kind of running around and, you know, attacking me. And this little green thing that's coming out, that is his projectile, right? And this projectile, if you'll notice, it can change the character, so it has homing on it. So the problem that we were having last night is the script was working correctly, but before I had this homing option on this particular projectile set to, so hold on, let me go find the projectile. So enemy projectile, and if I click on this one, before I had the rotation speed set to like something like really kind of ridiculous, to like, I think it was like too high, so it was just kind of flying off the screen, and it wasn't actually tracking the player. So I just set this speed down to a little bit lower, and that kind of fixed the problem. So let's see, that projectile temp 2. Yeah. So before the rotation speed was set down to 200, and so that's why when the enemy would shoot at the player, basically the projectile was just kind of flying off the screen. So I'll go ahead and recreate that problem. Right. So you'll notice like when he shoots, it looks like the projectile just like huh, actually it's working correctly now. Well, scratch all of that. Yeah, the rotation speed was a little bit too wide, so it was just crashing into it was just going to the going at an awkward angle and not hitting the player because it didn't have enough rotation speed to actually track the player's movement fast enough. So it was just crashing into the walls, right? So in order, if you run into that problem with this game kit, all you have to remember, you can adjust the rotation speed. So for this enemy, I'm going to go ahead and, you know, select his projectile, and then make sure that I'm on this one right here. And I'm just going to if I increase the rotation speed, that allows the homing projectile to actually track the player a lot faster, I guess, or a lot more accurately. So it'll tighten up the curves when the projectile is moving. And if I don't want this to, so I'll go ahead and set this back up to 500. And then if I don't want this projectile to track at all, all I have to do is like, you know, just uncheck that box. Right, so I've got this right here, and you'll notice that you know, the projectile can now track the player a little bit faster. So the curves aren't as wide, so it's not just kind of flying off into a totally completely random direction. You know, so it is generating from you know, the shot point and like curving accurately to hit the player. And then like with all of the projectiles in this kit, if you want them homing, just tick that box. If you don't want them to home in on the player and you just kind of want him to, like, you know, want them to fire straight, then all you have to do is uncheck this, and his homing goes bye bye. Yeah, so now I've unchecked is homing, and, you know, that kind of gets rid of the problem of, you know, him being of the projectile tracking the player, so he can miss me a lot more options, a lot easier now. And you know, you can adjust all of the settings for any of your projectile or whatnot. I'm going to turn this maximize on play off. So you can like easily change any of the settings if you want the projectile to, like, you know, go further or whatnot. So you can adjust the speed, the lifetime, how much damage it does, whether it's homing projectile or not, the rotation speed of the homing projectile or whatnot, and that gives you a lot of options for that, for the projectiles. All right, so that's just to clarify. So the code and everything, and all of the options are working in the 2D game kit. You just need to like adjust some of the settings on the projectile or whatnot, and kind of play around with those. All right, so what we're gonna do today is actually you'll notice that we do have like two enemies in the scene, whereas last night we were kind of I kind of finished up with this one right here, the blader. Sorry, the gunner. So the blader didn't exist last night. So I just kind of built the blader up this morning in about like maybe 5 minutes. So now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, I'm going to rebuild this blader because I need to show you how easy it is for you to like, just kind of modify any of the characters that you've already created. So if I want to like create another version of the blader, for example, and I already have like a gunner in the scene, well, the easiest way for me to do that is to just like click on the gunner and like go ahead and duplicate this. And once I duplicate this gunner, I can just go ahead and change the name. So maybe if I wanted to have a sniper, I haven't done any sniper graphics or anything, so this is just for example. But I can just go to sniper, sniper maybe temp, yeah, sniper temp, and then I can cut this gunner off. And now, basically, we have this sniper already has all the properties of the gunner because we just duplicated that. So it can go through and change the settings, like if this one can splatter, if it has a splatter effect, you can change like the particles that it uses. Maybe I don't want this sniper. The sniper should be too far anyway, so maybe I don't want the sniper to be able to melee attack when the player is within his range. So I'll turn this box off, and then also I might want to give him like no speed at all. I just might want him standing in one place, just rotating around, taking pot shots at the player. Let's see, damage, his walking. What else can I change? Speed, stopping distance. So right now this gunner has a stopping distance of 1. So when he's within one square of the player, then he can attack. But for a sniper, I might want to like let this sniper attack from a very long distance. So I'll put this at 6. And so he's far away. The sniper is far away. He won't chase the player. He's just gonna stand in one spot and like rotate around and take pot shots at him. It cannot melee attack if I get in close to him. Um, and what else? Will have a splatter effect once I kill him. And for his score value, I can change his score value to something like maybe like 100 for sniper because And then what I would need to do is um the projectile that they're shooting, the projectile that this character will shoot will kind of have the variables for the speed, the distance, and like how speed and distance, how far the projectile can go and how much damage it does. But I can set the time between shots, like how often do I want the player to the enemy to shoot at me. So since it's a sniper, I'll put this at like every 8 seconds, right? 8 and 8. Right. And I guess I'll go ahead and turn this gunner back on so we can see him too. And I'll drag the sniper out. So once I have all of the settings, where I need them to be, then I can just like, we'll go ahead and test this out. I'm going to put this sniper over here in the corner. Right, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Right, so this is the actual gunner. This is the duplicate that we just named sniper. And then I will this. Okay, so here we go. We got our player. We have our gunner here, and our gunner can walk. He's got like a little cute little walk cycle. And then once the gunner gets into range, then within like one square, this gunner should be able to like melee attack me, right? And also, gunner does have a projectile that he's not shooting at me at the moment, I don't think. So, because hold on, let me go ahead and kill this guy so we can go over to the sniper. Right, so now I'm gonna go over to sniper territory, and I want to see how far away I have to be before the sniper can shoot at me. Okay, let me go ahead and pick this up and move it. Okay, so notice the sniper is not walking towards me, because the sniper is set to no, his speed is set to 0. And he's got a stopping distance of 6, so even if I, get close to him, he's not gonna like really be able to do anything, so he can't melee attack me or anything. Um, is walking, yeah. He might, yeah, he's trying to walk, but he's not going anywhere, and we'll fix that later. Um, so right now he's not really shooting at me, so I'm gonna go ahead and change his projectile. Let's see, can shoot is checked. Let me go ahead and change his projectile up right quick. Okay, yeah, that's fine, I think. So, I can just like swap out his projectile if I want him to like start shooting at me. For example, maybe this one here. And I think I would probably have to restart the scene, but okay, yeah, so now he can shoot at me, shooting out these great big Kamehameha, style things. Then he's gonna shoot like every 8 seconds. Because that's what we set up for him. And now I want to see like how far away he can try to shoot. So we should see a big Kamehameha coming down here. Yeah, so that's his like shooting range, so it's much greater than that of the first gunner. Right, and so that's kind of how we can set this new character up. So just by duplicating, we've already created a new character, and if we change the parameters, that gives them with the way I programmed it, I wanted to use like one script for like every enemy in the game, basically, except for, well, you could even use this for a boss, but I wanted to make it, put everything centralized on one script, so that's why you have so many options here. So basically, this character is all set up, just by duplicating them. So all we have to do is kind of switch the graphics. The animations for this character, since it's been duplicated, are already on the animator controller for the gunner as well. So instead of creating if I have a lot of enemies that are very similar, then I might not necessarily need to create a new animation controller. I may just want to add different animations to that one controller, and then kind of say, for example, okay, well, the melee attack enemy can run, but the sniper cannot run. He just walks, that kind of thing. So that's kind of the way that we're going to be setting this up. But before we do any of that, you'll notice that these two these two enemies look exactly the same. So if I want to change the look of this enemy, I can just kind of drag him down here. Yeah, I'll just drag the sniper back to the original position. And right now they're both twins, right? But the easy way to fix that is you could do like some additional artwork in Adobe Animate, and I've already got some here for the blader, right? So say I wanted to change this sniper to look more like the blader. All I have to do is click on each body part and go ahead and swap out the image. So I've got RDC gunner head, and up here I have RDC blader head, which is a darker color. So I can just swap that out, and boom, there we go. So that's what our blader's head looks like now, and I can also do the same thing for the body. So the body for the blader is kind of, I think I'm going to leave that one there because I kind of want it dark. But maybe I'll just want to switch the arms. So I'll go to arm left, and so I'll go to, I'm just using artwork that I've created for the blader right now anyway. So switch that up, and you'll notice that the arm is like just kind of changing colors now. And then I can do the same thing for right arm. Right, and so just kind of switching all of this up, and for the foot left, And all of this artwork was created in Adobe Animate anyway, so which one is left? Like, okay, I think this one is left. Oh, sorry, that's his arm. Yeah. So we got to go to the foot left. Yeah, foot left right here. Um, which just kind of had like a little bit of a kind of a darker feel for it. Yeah, you can't really see you can't really see it because it kind of looks the same, but you would notice if he's walking. Okay, so that's his feet. Oh, yeah, there we go. So his feet are darker now. And then so basically, yeah, that's all that we have to do. So just go in, you can create your sprites in your favorite graphics application, which like I said in my case, I just created everything in Adobe Animate using the box creation method that I showed you guys in the previous video. And let's see. Other than that, maybe if you'll notice, his right arm has a weapon here. Well, I might want to switch this weapon sprite. So if I don't want this weapon on the left hand, I can just go ahead and move, like drag this weapon sprite over to the, or sorry, if I don't want it on the right, I could drag it up to the left, and then I can just kind of reposition it where I want it. And then I can change the change the weapon sprite to whatever weapon I need him to have, which will be in the blader's case, it will be the laser blade. Yeah, and you'll notice that all of the settings are still there for the gunner. So like as soon as I hit play, this this enemy is ready to go. Some adjustments that I did need to make to the blader. I mean, like we're making a sniper, but I'm just using the blader's weapon at the moment. Is like I had to adjust the shot point because for the gunner's shot point is on his gun here, right? But for the blader, if he's gonna have a shot point, then it should be at the back of this bladed weapon. So I'm just going to go to shot point here, and this is your shot point, and just kind of drag this over here, right? And this will be where the bullets generate from. And that's really about it. So just like duplicate one of these enemies and swap the graphics out in each body part, and you're normally good to go, right? And this is already set up for animation because, like I said, this already has an animation controller, an animator controller on it. So as soon as I hit play, yeah, so as soon as I hit play, the sniper, he's not going anywhere, but you'll notice that he physically looks different now. So, and he can take like his shots at me every 8 seconds. So, here comes another Kamehameha soon, I think. Oh, that's right, I just need to switch his bullet up. So, that's why. So, let me go ahead and swap his bullet out. So I gotta swap his enemy projectile to anything really, but maybe enemy projectile one. Okay. Okay. You'll notice that the gunner, he can actually attack though. So yeah, that's kind of what we've got going on at the moment. I switched his projectile, but I would need to actually stop this and restart it. So yeah, so we just created a sniper graphic by just simply switching out the duplicating one and then duplicating the gunner and then just swapping out the graphics for the head, body, arms, and so on, right? And so right now this sniper kind of looks like our blader, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut him out, like disable him. And I haven't made like any prefab of any of these at the moment for you. Oh, sorry, getting sleepy again. So For this guy, I think I'm going to swap his enemy projectile out for... So, also, like, while I'm on the topic, and if I want to make a new projectile, it's very easy. I can just like just drag in any projectile, any enemy projectile. So I have projectiles for the player, and then I have projectiles for the enemy, and the ones for the enemy are named enemy projectile. But if I want to just change the color or change the graphic of this, I can just kind of drag this over here and like change it to something like this. Maybe give it a different. I could give it a different name. So maybe temp 3, and then I can go through and like change the settings of it. So for example, do I want this one to be homing? Yeah, in this case, probably not. So like and what is the speed? So I might give it a speed of like maybe 8 and a lifetime of like 3 to make sure it can go farther across the screen. Might keep the damages too, but this is how I can adjust that. I've got projectile set sound. This is for when the projectile is being shot. What kind of sound does it make as it leaves the barrel? Right, and then after I've changed all of these settings, what I would do is like maybe just go here and drop this prefab into temp prefab as an original. And now when I click on my gunner main, I can go to the projectile. Yeah, projectile over here, and I can go ahead and select this yellow temp main. I can go through to the scene and just turn these off because we don't need to see them anymore. And now when I hit play, you'll notice that the gunner is shooting one color of projectile that just goes right at me and has a longer distance and stays on the screen longer, while the sniper and the blader basically can't do that. So. Okay, well, theoretically, that was what's supposed to happen. Why are you not shooting? Let me go back to my gunner right quick. Okay, so we got gun, arm right, gun, arm left, body. Let's see, can shoot is all set. Is walking and fighter speed. Yeah, this works, but I started getting tired because it's so early in the morning. Okay, yeah, that's kind of weird. Yeah, for some reason it's not, the temp bullet isn't working. So everything else is working, but the temp bullet isn't. So, let's see. New projectile. Works sometimes, doesn't work other times, but let's try this one. Okay. Yeah, like if you switch the bullet, it works fine, so. But if you want to create a new bullet, that's basically how you do it. Just drag one of the bullets out, and then you go ahead and change the color, change the settings, and then make sure that it's loaded into your enemy script, and that's about it. Okay. So, yeah, that kind of explains like the problem that we were having yesterday. So I'm gonna cut this gunner main on, and I'm gonna cut the blader back on. And then like we'll probably just do some graphics for the sniper later. Right, so we have two enemies that can run around, like, chase the character, shoot shit at them, and make it life miserable. I'm gonna go ahead and save that. And now, back in Adobe Animate, the other thing that we have to kind of create, we have a few more enemies that we would need to create, a few more default enemies. So, basically, like, we've got, the Red Dragon Clan uses red for most of its weapons and stuff like that. So, we're gonna work on this turret very quickly. So, this turret, I can go ahead and, like, select the color that I want to use for the color palette. So, I'll turn this off, and I'll turn off the, color on the line, actually. So for this one right here, I'm gonna use this blue as well. So I'm gonna draw a blue square. So I might want a blue square, and then like I'll need some kind of gray. So I'll go ahead and change this over to gray. Yeah. Okay, and let's see. Do I need yellow or anything like that? Yeah. So I think I'll have the outside of this like a kind of gray, maybe red in the middle, and then like a gray with blue on the inside. So that should be good enough, I think. Um, and also like maybe yeah, I think I'll leave the green out of this one. All right, so once you select your color palette squares, what you can do is you can go here and go ahead and click all of these guys. Well, actually, let me just click these two that I don't need right now, and I'll hit X. For this one, I'm for this red square, since it's gonna be like the main base. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this down to 50, and make it into a movie clip, and then I'll double click on this, and that'll take me inside of this movie clip, and then I'll just kind of drag it up here. Now, I am using this red. But you'll notice that for the most part, this graphic is more of a circle, right? So I think it's probably better for me to go ahead and start with the oval tool. And let me paste these guys here so I don't forget about them. Okay, so let me go back to the oval tool, and I've got this gray selected. So I'm gonna create a gray oval first. Okay, yeah. Alright, and then I can maybe stretch it out a little bit over here. And now I'll go ahead and lower the opacity of this one down to 50 so that we can see through it. And then I need a blue oval, so let me copy this and drop it onto a new layer. And I can just hold shift and scale it down on the inside like this. Right, and now what I'll do is I will change the color of this. So let me change the color to this blue. Alright, cool. Do I want to change it to the blue, or no, I think I'll change this top one to the red, to kind of match the red dragon color scheme. Okay. I'm like, my mouse keeps on hitting the edge of my computer, so if I click on this and I want to change the color, then usually I can just kind of go here and do that. Alright, and that'll give us our nice little red dragon-like color scheme. Alright, and for this one, I'm going to just go ahead and make this like make this part of the main body. So let me scale this up here so I can grab it easier, drag it on the inside of this, and I am gonna go ahead and like center it in the middle. Whoops. Sorry, X. Let me go ahead and put this on another layer above, actually. For now. So I can go ahead and drop this in here. Okay, and then I'll scale it out. Okay, yes, I'll put that there. And go ahead and give this a transparency of 50. Alright, cool, cool, cool. And let's see, what else do we need? We'll also need another, like, circle, So what I'm going to do here, actually, is I'm going to go ahead and turn this part into a movie clip. And go inside of this movie clip and create my circles there. Okay. So this one I'm also going to turn into a movie clip, and I'll show you why I'm doing that later. Or actually, not this one. I'm going to create another circle. Sorry. So let me go ahead and copy and paste this. Okay, and this one I'm going to scale down on the inside until it matches the So I'll scale that one down, and I'll turn this one into a movie clip because we're going to be like adding glow effects and stuff to this one. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and like change the color up so it's easy for everyone to see. So let me go ahead and click inside of here. And I'll change this to a nice green color, I guess. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and add the green color to that. And I'll give it a line as well. Okay. And then like, because this is a movie clip now, I can give it a filter. Yes, I'll go ahead and give it a nice little glow filter of green. Green or yellow. Yeah, so I'll give it a good color of green. And, that will help it, help the glow stand out a little bit more. Right, and let's see what this looks like here. Right, yeah, it doesn't look too bad. All right, so now, what I'm going to do is we've got this box right here, and I think inside of this movie clip, hit my V. Inside of this movie clip, we're also gonna go ahead and draw the barrel. So I'll create another layer, and I will go to that. Basically, we're gonna swap that, like change that to the blue color. Maybe we'll change it to the blue color. Yeah, I think we're gonna change the actual barrel to the blue color. All right, and so I'll go here, and instead of using the oval tool, I'll use the rectangle tool, and I'm just going to drag out here. And hold on, let me turn this line off because we'll add the lines later. Okay, and let me zoom in. Maybe kind of center this up a little bit more here. All right, cool. And now I'm just going to drag these edges out. Or drag these points out, sorry. And then I'll curve it a little bit. Yeah, so I'm just making some little subtle changes to this to make it look a little bit more rounded. All right, and then from here, all I have to do is for the barrel. I mean, for the barrel, I could just like cheat and just like put these other two areas here. Okay, and if I want to combine these two, I can just like click on the points and drag them out here. Okay, there you go. So that's how we can like quickly make the contour of the object. And now all we basically have to do is just add the lines, which I showed you how to do yesterday. So I'm just gonna go here, go to my line tool, set this initial line up to maybe like 3 or 4. I think 4 might be good for this. And then I'm in the the paint, the bucket tool right now anyway. So I'm gonna do this one here and go around this one. For the actual barrel, I think I'm going to drop the size. For the outer lines, I tend to make them thicker. For the inner lines, like these, they need to be thinner. So this will definitely help. All right, and then let's see. For the detail lines, also you'll notice that we have these like 4 square lines coming in, but you can't really see them so well on right now. So I'm going to use this line tool and just kind of like drag those lined in. So what I could do actually is I can go, like totally go ahead and intersect everything here. And intersect everything here, like so just from corner to corner. And then when I hit my V key and I oh, they're on a different layer. Hold on, give me a second. Let me cut this and put them on the same layer as these lines. Okay. And now when I I can click on the external pieces that I don't need one by one and just like delete those out of here. And let's see if I want to lock the previous layers and do the inside. Actually, I'm not really sure if I want to do that. I might just go ahead and make this brighter instead. All right, so like for example, maybe I don't need this part here. Okay, so that one I need. This one I don't need. Yeah, so this line I don't need that, don't need this. All right, there we go. So that gives us the outside frame of our turret, and I'll make this look a little bit more like a nose. All right, and while we're on here, I might as well go ahead and add these lines to these contour lines to the barrel as well. So this turret isn't really going to have any moving parts. That's a cool thing about it. So it's not going to have like any main big moving parts or anything like that. It's just going to kind of sit there and kind of rotate to annoy the character. So yeah, that's basically it for coloring. So I can go ahead and turn this into like 100, 100. Right, and then I can go to the bottom layer. Oh, I gotta jump up out here. Go to the bottom layer here. Let's go ahead and turn this to 100. And then finally we can like turn this one to 100. All right, and then we'll go back into our align tool. Okay, so that is the internal detail line, but I might want to increase that one to about maybe 3. Right, and I'm getting sleepy again, guys, so. Right, yeah, so there's our nice little, like, rotatable turret as it stands right now. Okay, and let's go ahead and zoom up out of here. And you'll notice that we're getting a long movie clip because we still got those two swatches in here. Okay, and let's go ahead and drag this over. Right, yeah, so I think that's good enough for the turret. So we're going to go over here, hit this, and kind of drag this over to where we can see a little bit more of the color. Okay, that doesn't look bad, but yeah, I'm not really feeling that gray around. But this is supposed to be a kind of like a hidden weapon though, so might leave it that way. Or maybe I can change this internal line to a different color. Mm. Maybe, oh, that doesn't look so bad. Maybe an actual red would look a little bit better. Alright, yeah, I think I might leave it like this, or maybe even change this to green. Yeah, I think even the green looks better. Green, or yellow? Nah, the green matches better. Okay, yeah, so we'll go with this for the turret right now. And then what I'll do is I'll go back to the main menu and remember when it comes to rotating objects and stuff like that, I mentioned that you want to make sure that they're kind of already facing upwards if possible. I notice his nose is kind of crooked. Okay. Yeah, this will work for now. Alright, so there is our turret. And what I can do with this turret now is I'll go ahead and right click it and export as a PNG sequence. And I will name this like a RDC turret. Turret 1. Oh, sorry, I've already got a name. RDC. RDC turret main. Right, and once that has been exported, so let's go ahead and save this, and let's go back over into Unity, and we're just going to like drag and drop it into the sprites folder. Okay, actually that says turret may. Okay. So now I'm going to take this and just drop it into the sprites folder over here. All right, and let's see. Now, we have the sprite in here, and we've already kind of got an enemy set up that can use this. So over here, I have like what's called a hidden enemy. So I'm going to turn this on, and this is just a container. The actual hidden enemy is this one right here. And this has the reason why you can't see it on the screen if I like zoom in over here is because it's only interactable with mask. So if you put mask interaction and you go to none, then that's going to make this graphic pop up, right? So, like what I'm going to do is I'm just going to swap this graphic out. So, right now it's the square. So if I go here, and I type in RDC under by 2, then boop, there it is. And that's going to just drop that in to the, drop this into wherever I need it. All right, and let's go ahead and work on the sizing for this. So I'm going to zoom this out a bit. Let's see, and zoom this one in. Sorry. Right. So, what's going on, the reason why the color is off is because I have this set to over here, to white. Basically, I will need to, change this over to here. All right, now we can see our like little, there's no color variation. We can see it like, you know, as it's supposed to look as it looks in the graphic editor. And you know, for this looks a little bit small, so I'm going to go ahead and, scale it. So I'll scale it up. Yeah. And this one does look a bit pixelated as well. So let's see if I can do something about that. So I'll click on the hidden enemy script and go to RDC tutorial main and sprite renderer. Actually, that doesn't look so bad. Right, so now we just swapped the graphics, right? So there's no coding involved. So the only other thing that I need to make sure for the hidden enemy is the location of the shot point. So in this case, if I click on W and I move the shot point down, yeah, so that can be like you know, that's where the bullet will actually, you know, populate itself from. Right, here we go. All right, so now if I hit play, and keep in mind we haven't even looked at code yet, so we haven't, like, the object of this is to do it to where you don't have to touch any code unless you really want to, or you want to add some additional functionality. Okay. Oh, sorry, my camera's like all the way down here, so let me go back over here and zoom out over here so I can actually see what's going on. And then after we've set up this turret, I think I'm gonna go take a nap, because it's almost 4 a.m. Right, so I can run over here, and as I run over here, you'll notice these guys can chase me, and you'll notice that this turret can rotate. So this turret is rotating, trying to find me, but it's not able to find me yet. And the reason for that is very simple. So what I can do, there's 2 ways to fix that, to make the turret kind of face me. One is I can actually go to, go over here, and if I click on the enemy sniper, you'll notice that there's a turret graphic. So if I open this up in Finder, and I open it up in Preview, what I can do is, right now this turret is facing down, and that's why it's not tracking the player correctly. So because this is sitting inside of a container already, all I have to do is really just rotate left. Okay, rotate left and save. Okay, and then like make sure that the save file. Oh, sorry, don't know what I did that for. Yeah, make sure the save file looks okay, which it does. And then when I come back into Unity now, it's going to kind of re-import this facing to the right. And when I hit play, okay. So now when I run around, you'll notice that this is facing the correct position and trying to take aim on the actual character. And that's kind of what we were going for. Right, so if you noticed before though, you could not see this turret on the screen. Well, that's because when this is supposed to be a hidden, kind of like a hidden item. So if I wanted to like be hidden, what I need to do is I need to go back in. Not, I don't need to do anything on this level, on this container level, because there's no script or anything attached to it. But if I want to make this invisible, I have to do it on the sprite renderer. And so when I click on this, this is the actual graphic that we put here. And in order to get it to make it viewable, what I can do, or invisible, I can go to mask interaction and I click on this and I can say like a visible inside mask, and as soon as I say that, this goes away and he goes back into hiding. So that's about it. All right, so I think I'm gonna stop here today because I'm getting tired. My eyes are getting tired. I was playing League of Legends before, and it's kind of been like a long day. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop it here for now. But I did kind of want to explain how quickly clear up some of the issues from yesterday's stream, and also explain how quickly and easily you can use this game kit to just like start pumping out new enemies, new characters, and whatnot without writing any code, because I've already coded all the functionality that you need into the chasing enemy script. So you can use your favorite graphics application to quickly build these characters however you like, and then once you're satisfied with that, you can export them and find an enemy or a player that is similar and has a similar functionality and just swap the graphics. That's it. All right, so that's gonna be it for me today because I'm like on my limit. My eyes are over limit. But if you like this stream and you like this channel, please like, subscribe, and do the same for YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, and Patreon as well. And if you want to keep up with the progress of this game, you can check out this website on my creativev.com page. If you want to play the game demo that is on Udemy right now, you can actually click this and it will take you to my not Udemy, to my itch.io page where you can play the updated version of the game that I'm making. And if you would like to start making your own game with no code, then I recommend that you download my Unity 2D game template for this game that we're building now. And right now you can get it off my website for about $45. And as I keep on adding scripts, that price is going to increase. All right, so that's going to be it for tonight. I need to get some sleep. It's like 4:04 a.m. So I will catch you all later, probably later on today with either a game or with some more of this. So that's it for now. Have a good day or night.